chat. Welcome to another stream. How y'all doing today? We're starting with RTX voice enabled because the construction is construction-y. Whoa. Build out this. Thank you for the resub with Prime at 7 months. Lucas Itzy, thank you for the resub 2 months in a row and 3 total. And Friend Left by the Speaker, thank you as well for resubscribing at 6 months in a row. And 6 total, which gets you a fancy new badge. Exonity has resubbed 2 months in a row and 2 total. Thank you for the resub, Exonity. And Juice, thank you for the bits. There's a scam train because 3 subs triggers it, apparently. But thank you for the resubs, everyone. I've given you all a free button for today from the gift subs during the week when I wasn't wearing a button shirt. So enjoy it while you got it, chat. But how are y'all doing? It's Saturday. Thank you for the bits from Left by the Speaker. Choo choo. Let's see. It is Saturday, March 6th of 2021, and we are back for yet another stream. I'm gonna get a haircut tomorrow, assuming I can get a haircut in San Mateo County. Let's see, Well, let me just do this on stream. Who cares, right? San Mateo County COVID restrictions. Let's see what the restrictions are like right now. Because I need a fucking haircut, otherwise I'm just shaving it off. It used to be on this page. I don't know. Is there like a thing? There we go. Tier 2 red, whatever that means. Let's see. The state's 4-tiered color-coded system. Tier 2 allows additional businesses and organizations to open up to certain activities to take place with restrictions. Okay. Tier 2 allows indoor restaurants. Well, if indoor restaurants are allowed, I can definitely get... Oh, haircut. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna get a haircut tomorrow, despite the risk. So, yeah. That's happening tomorrow. Let me say hi to everyone. Let's see. Belnathus was first today. Who says, Tony-chan, I miss your streams. How's the new job going? I still don't know. It's 2 weeks in, and I have 1 more week of onboarding, and then maybe I'll start knowing what things are like. Although everyone that I've talked to has been like, yeah, you won't really know what your job's like until like 9 months in. I'm like, 9 months in? What? But I don't know. I guess that's when things become more normal and comfortable or whatever. But yeah, the first couple weeks have been crazy town. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. How's it going, James Boyne? You just barely missed first. Just barely. Arthino, good to see you again. Lucas Itzy, thank you again for the sub. And Beldanthus, thank you again for the sub as well. Friend Left by the Speaker, hello. Good to see you. Rollers is here. Hello, Rollers. Juice says first, obs. I mean, yeah. You're definitely first, Juice. 100%. Cypher, hello. Good to see you again. Top 10 chat. Oh, Juice, you're getting close to third. Getting real close there. You can probably get it this stream if you pay attention. MSR, good to see you. Where to music? Music's on. It's playing. It's a little loud today, actually. But we'll just let it run. Whatevs. Alexa Pagan. Oh, which I have learned is your name is Alex, not Alexa. Which is wait. Yeah, right? I don't know. I saw your GitHub profile. I think it's you. There's an Alex and an Alexa, and they're both of their names start with Alexa, and it's really confusing for me. But yeah. Juice says, Anth bonk, why are you bonking me? Red Scratcher, good to see you. Friend Left by the Speaker, thank you again for your resub. At 6 months, you got half a year there. Exonity, thank you as well for the sub with those whiskey emotes. Just giving it away. I mean, We got some gift subs in the middle of the week, and I couldn't button then, so we'll button now. You can. San Mateo is red. They are winning. Xani says, got mine today after like 12 weeks. Man, it's been... Fuck, I don't even know. I feel like someone in chat probably knows better than I do when I got my last haircut. It was a long time ago. How's the Jorb? It's going. I don't know. Settling in already-ish. A little bit. I have a bunch of terrible hacks set up on my laptop to run some semblance of Linux. It's a real mess. It's a real fucking mess. 9 months to learn the style guide? I don't think so. Yeah, almost a year, right? Right? G-Swain says, how do you open your editor to enter the command? When you press enter, bash runs the line you type. Oh. There's 2 ways to do that. One is like if you make a typo, you can do FC, which is fix command. That'll open an editor. The other way is if you're typing a command and you're like, oh man, I really want to be able to edit this, you can do Control-X-E without letting go of Control. And that'll let you do that as well. I think I did this in a video. But I don't remember what it is. Yeah. Explains FC. Did that work? Yeah. So check out that video. I go over it in details. I always pay attention. You're the one who doesn't pay attention. What? Oh yeah, I don't have a good way to be like, this is the song that's playing, because I haven't built the info for that. But here you go, Cypher. This is what's currently playing. Okay, so you are Alex. Gotcha. I will call you Alex. Why am I forgetting the other person? Anyway, I will remember when they show up in chat. Be like, ah, it's you. I found you. Stop triggering my Alexa. Douglas TV says, hey, Internet Code. How you doing today? I'm doing pretty well. Doing pretty well. Oh, we gotta ban somebody. Goodbye. Wanna become famous? I'm not gonna give them airtime. Let's see. James White says bash $\30 command not found. Control-X-E, not D. Control-X-E. Control-X-E, not D. Control-X-D is going to put the literal end of file character. Huh. It doesn't work on mine. That's the literal end of file character, I think. Oh yeah, Blueshies are here today. Hanging out there. Carpets right on Bub the sub there. Wait, I wanna become famous. How do you become famous? Large databank was having so many spams yesterday. The weird thing is, I'm pretty sure they didn't do the like weird Unicode bullshit like they usually do. So this is like this is a new. This is a new form of it. So I don't know. Juice. Are you still diamond hands? What? I mean, I assume that she's diamond handing. Why would she pay for hands? Wingman CI. All right, so we did these 2 things last time. However, we need to do another one today, which is resetting repo secret. This is what we are doing today. And in order to do that, we need to... let me show you. I guess let me show you what we're talking about. Private window. Go to GitHub. Oh, I remembered my password manager. Good job, me. Doing something right today. Astilly2. GitHub. Copy and paste. And results dev.pre-commit.ci. Let me log in there. Beldy Poo. That's an interesting nickname there, Juice Bonks. Refresh for the eventually consistent thing. Okay, so the thing that we did last stream, and this blur is fancy CSS. I actually really like it. I think it looks really cool. But yeah, so what we did last stream is we made this badge work for private repositories. Demo 4 is a private repo, and you can use this badge token here, and copy paste this, put it in your README or whatever. But if you were to leak this badge token, there's no way to rotate it right now. So what we're going to implement today is the token rotation, which will probably just be a little button somewhere in here that lets you do that. So we'll see what happens there. Marsmith says, "Hi Anthony, do you feel better in your new job already?" Not really. Eventually I will, I assume. But not really, not yet. We'll see what happens. Lassault, good to see you again. Schwarzschild HS says, "Hi guys, I'm new here. I have to find a good time with Python here." Well, welcome to the stream, Schwarzschild. Hopefully you're doing well. I'm still missing something. It was Control DE. No, it's Control X, Control E. X? Here. This one. So Control X, E. So Control X, E. That's how it works. There you go. But yeah. Do you feel better with the money's coming in? I don't think I've gotten my first paycheck yet. I don't actually want to check on stream though, because then you will know. You will know more information than I want to give you. But yeah, I don't think I've gotten my first paycheck yet. Juice, wait, you're already famous. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so rotate repo secret. Exotic says, "Why are you selecting tags before submitting user/password data? Is it something like muting the mic because of crafty ML models?" No, so the problem is if I copy and paste my password from my password manager. So let's say, I don't know, I'm gonna copy and paste some random text from the other screen. So the reason that I want to do that is occasionally I will copy and paste something to edit some text, like, I don't know, friends, hello, and maybe I've copy and pasted something. And I don't want this to just paste my password. So what I'm doing is I'm grabbing some other text such that if I were to just press paste, you would get something that's not my password. So that's why I do that. Rockbeer, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Juice says, "I'm currently infamous, very different. Infamous." What am I, a dummy that doesn't know infamous? Oh. Okay, so what we need to do for this endpoint, we actually need to do a couple things. We need to make a post endpoint to actually do the token rotation. We need to allow this repository to write pre-commit.ci web. Hey, what's up? So sorry. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. You are infamous. How's it there? Right. Okay, so yeah, let's start with the Terraform on this. Terraform raw lambda web. So we're gonna be writing from the website. We don't need to do any background jobbing for this. We need dynamo. We need to be able to write to the repos table. We already have get item here, so we can just add. I think we want update item. Update item. Yeah, I think that's what we want here. Gross, everything is sticky in here? What? Why though? Why sticky? Oh, why do I have two diffs here? Oh, one is the typo. Let's actually plan and see what this does. See if it does an in place. I think it won't. I think it's actually gonna do it. Replace. Full replace. Which would suck. Although it's the inline document, so it shouldn't change it. Let's see what happens. Will be destroyed. Oh, that's so stupid. Oh, I guess it's the auto updater periodic, so we can do that. So let's do that, I guess. I'm upset by that. Donald said, Anth bonk. So I've seen an old witty about standard out, standard error. Quick question, which does step process.pipe represent? So what a pipe is it makes it so the program itself will receive that particular bit of output. So, you know, if we did import subprocess.run, echo, well, we'll do bash-c, echo hi, and echo hello to standard error. So if we run this, just by default, standard out and standard error are just going to go straight to... Oh, I'm a dumbass. There we go. Hi is going to go to standard out. Now I have a file called standard error in directory there. C, I accidentally made standard error. Okay, so by default, these two are just going to go to the normal output and, you know, show up on your terminal. But if you use a pipe, standard out equals sub process dot pipe, this will capture the output in the process that calls it, basically giving you a file descriptor that you can read from to access this. And actually, this pipe here is the same pipe that, you know, when you echo hi to send, you know, when you pipe something in a shell, this is actually opening this subprocess with pipe as standard out, and opening this subprocess as a pipe with standard in, and then it's hooking this file descriptor up to this file descriptor, such that actually, I don't think this one is pipe standard in. I think this one is just the file descriptor is standard in. But either way, you know, it makes one of these processes a pipe, and it forwards that output from this along to this. So you can see, you know, you can manipulate that here. In Python, when you use subprocess.pipe, it captures it as a variable when you're using subprocess.run. If you're using popen, it gives you a file object that you can read from. So if we did, you know, standard error equals subprocess.pipe, you'll see that we've captured the standard error, and then the standard output is going there. So that's kind of what's going on there. Chico Codes, good to see you. How are you doing? Welcome back. Mojo Pecan, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Sorry if I got your name wrong. Hopefully you're doing well. Okay, so I can actually do this replacement here because, you know, this will potentially cause downtime for this particular resource. However, this resource runs once a week, so it's not gonna matter until Monday. So we're gonna do that first. This get add lambda. Oh no, that's not what we want. Oh yeah, that is the one we want. Fix typo in lambda auto update periodic. So we're gonna deploy that one first. I don't know why I didn't do this last stream when I found the typo. That would have made way more sense, but didn't for some reason. Git GitHub URL. Copy the link. Go to here. And we need to run the Terraform. This is dev queued. Oh, I guess it's behind this one. This is a new song. Huh. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why this is a new song. But anyway, new song. Playlist changes, I guess. So we're not gonna run prod. Why are you queued? Okay, there we go. Now we're moving. Now we're, what is it? Now we're cooking with gas? I don't even understand the... Now we're cooking with gas. What is this from? Origin of this phrase. Gas cookers began to replace wood burning around 1915. Huh. Hollywood radio comedians. and then appropriated by gas companies to promote gas cooking from 1941 onwards. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, my house is shaking from the fucking construction. It sucks. Hey, what's up, Python 390? Hello, hello. All right, so this, destroy and create should be fine. So we are going to apply that. Assuming it succeeds, we'll do it in prod as well. The long people? No, the construction people. The lawn people actually haven't been coming recently. I don't know what's up with that. Or maybe it's just that the construction is so loud that you just don't hear the lawn people. Okay, that succeeded. Cool. Let's do this one as well. And then we'll do the patch with the update item thing. The construction people and the lawn people at a Rumble Construction one. Yeah, they have a little bit bigger and heavier machinery. It's not. There's no surprise that they won there. Right, get D, add the shoe, allow web to update repos. Git pushed origin head. Okay, so once we have the permission there, then we will be able to. Oh, it's one thing that I didn't realize how much I would lean on, but is extremely annoying at work, is you know how GitHub pull requests like auto refresh when things change or people make commits or all that other stuff. Yeah, auto refresh is disabled at work. So, I literally sat for like 5 minutes staring at a pull request, like waiting for something to change, only to realize that it didn't have auto refresh. So yeah, that's something I gotta get used to. And the fucking stupidest thing is, we're not allowed to install user scripts. So I would normally just fix it by writing an auto refresher. But we're not allowed to install user scripts, so I've yet to figure out a way around it. I'm sure I will, because it's not that hard to do. Like the bits are all there on disk. I just need to move them to the right place. But yeah, kind of obnoxious. Anyway, dev, this should just add update item. Yeah, man, I wish it didn't display like this. This is like really, really annoying to me. Action goes from a string to a list. Like it would be a little bit easier to read if it were list to list, because it would just be add and remove an item. But whatever. This is dev, right? Yes. Let's do dev first. Solarpath. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Was music on Amphibog's channel or yours? It was on Juice's channel. I actually haven't seen it yet. Hey, what's up, DLS PTW? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. We were both streaming at the same time. I thought Juice was going to stream later, so I started early to hopefully raid her, but then didn't end up working out though. Juice ended up raiding me. But yeah, worked in dev. Now to do it in prod. So we need to write some code for this. Web impl. Let's see. Do we have update item in here still? PV store. Update item. We do. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so we need to do web data repo, and we need to do repo rotate. Rotate badge token. Service the repo ID int to none. Yeah, I don't think we actually need to return anything here because we'll just redirect the page. Pollock says, "Whoa, nice shirt. I'm glad you like it." Wait a minute, that Ninetales. No, this is carpet. This is a shiny Umbreon. This is also, oh, you can't really see Noodle today. This is Bub the Sub. Bub's the substitute. We got Noodle, the long boy there, and we got Ty. Was it Ty? Yeah, it's Ty. Ty in the back. The big chunky orange one. And this is what I jokingly refer to as my Slack shirt. Because it kind of looks like the Slack logo. I don't know. It's from Gap. The Gap. The Gap? Is it Gap or the Gap? I don't know. Okay, so we need to make a new token here. How do we do that? How do we do that? Update, install. I believe it's just URL UUID, right? Yeah. Cool. Badge token inc equals this. URL UUID. So yeah, here's a case where I'm pasting code, and I wouldn't want I would not want a blah 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 blah. I would not want to paste a password. Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted to say. Store.update item. Table name. I don't remember the signature of this function. Web impl local KV store update item. Table hash key. Hash key equals f string service repo ID. Updates equals badge token inc. Badge token inc. Okay, so that's part of it. The code's actually pretty straightforward. Very, very simple. Badge token inc equals token inc key.encrypt URL UUID.encode.decode. This line is such a testament to the fuckery that is bytes and Unicode. So yeah, encrypt takes bytes and returns bytes, and URL ID returns a stir. So we need to take the stir, convert it into a bytes, encrypt those bytes, and then we need to decode the bytes so we get Unicode again, text essentially. But the weird thing is encrypt always returns, ASCII compatible base64. So I don't know why. I mean, I assume it's because it's a low-level API that's bytes to bytes, but it just seems a little weird. It would be nice if there were like an encrypt stir. Maybe there is an encrypt stir. Import cryptography.fernet. Cryptography. There we go. Fernet. What methods do you have? Itchapede, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Encrypt at time. I don't know what that is. But yeah, it looks like there is not a there was not a decrypt text or whatever. But yeah, welcome, Itchapede. Itchapede. An interesting name. Shaz Roma, good to see you again. It's going. We're making some progress. Okay, so we gotta make a new endpoint. Wem/handler down by our badge. Which I guess we can put the route right below this. App.route. What? It'll be repo/service/int repo ID /rotate badge token methods equals post. Oh, you're slightly too long. No. Grandpa's iPad, thank you for the resub. 5 months in a row and 5 total. Good to see you again. Welcome back. Shaz says, I haven't been around much. Life's kind of nuts out right now. Hope you're doing well. Don't worry about it, Shaz. I understand that you are a busy person, and I respect your choice to work on your busy things. Don't worry about not coming to my stream. It's definitely less important than everything else. What do I want to do here? How do I make this line 1 character shorter? Or we don't. Or we don't. We can also just make it very long. I'm probably spending too much time thinking about this. We call it new badge token. Yeah, let's do that. New badge token. New badge token. Token. Service repo ID int to, I think it's flask.response, because we want to eventually do flask dot. How do I do a redirect? New badge token. Repo service repo ID equals repo ID. So we eventually want to call repo. Might as well call this new badge token as well, just so it matches. To do validate the request, Csrf, etc. We will look at how to do Csrf in a second. I'd probably, I don't know. I'm torn between using a framework for Csrf versus just hand rolling here. I realize you shouldn't hand roll security stuff, but I think, pulling in a big framework just to do one endpoint is perhaps overkill. So we'll look at how easy it is to set up a framework and how much pain in the ass it's going to be. And we might just hand roll this, but I think this part is going to be the hard part. Repo new badge token. Service repo ID. But yeah, it should just be that simple there. Jason Wood says, so could you do me a favor and run STTY-A and terminal should show all the keyboard shortcuts because I don't think Control X is bound in my terminal. STTY-A. Oh boy. Whoa, there's control question mark? Oh, it's just backspace. Okay. What is control U? That's the Unicode one. Control U? Oh, that's delete to the beginning of the line. Right? Oh, neat. EF is control D, EOL is undefined, EOL2 is undefined, switch is undefined, start and stop is Q and S. So this is the annoying silent mode. Control Z is suspend, R print is R, yeah. W erase, control W. What does that do? That's the same as control U? Yeah, those are the same. L next is control V. Oh yeah, for printing a literal character. Discard is control O. I just pressed enter. I don't know. It's not in here. It's probably part of the. Are you in VI mode for your terminal? It's in the Emacs. It's an Emacs binding, I think. Hey, what's up, Jay Carey? Good to see you again. Hello, hello. All I can say is COVID sucks. Yeah, tell me about it. Wait, do you have COVID, Jay Carey? Your terminal is in Emacs? It's Emacs? Oh no. You don't have to have Emacs installed. It's just like the default key bindings for Bash are Emacs bindings. That's just how it is. Bought asleep on the job. It's a 1 in 10. It's a 1 in 10 shot. I mean, if you spam Linux, it'll eventually trigger. I don't know. Maybe it's not gonna work. Jim from Canada says, "What are you using for the front end for Flask? Are you saying what am I running in front of it?" It was in Vim, so I guess Emacs here I come. Oh, cool, neat. So you're asking what am I using to run this service? I guess in prod. Oh, like the JavaScript, the HTML, static HTML. It's currently using Bootstrap, although I want to change it at some point to not be Bootstrap. Maybe. But yeah, it's mostly just like plain HTML, a little bit of Bootstrap. I'm not doing any client rendering. Personally, I think client rendering is kind of bad from a performance perspective, but yeah. Before you know, you're a GNU Emacs feet-eating wizard. It's not focusing for 3 minutes in the chat, spamming links. They're trying to trigger the bot. I'm actually very surprised the bot has not gotten triggered yet. You know, you can just say like Windows or Linux or Emacs or Nano. Oh, it's really not gonna. Man, RNG's really fucking chat today. I guess that's the way things go sometimes. The bot is post woke, doesn't get triggered anymore. If you type think, that'll tell whether the bot is actually doing stuff or not. But okay, yeah. So we're gonna be thinking about Csrf here, so we'll do that in a bit. But let's just make a button that triggers this, and then we'll try from there and do some Csrf validation. I think, yeah, we'll find a Flask framework that does Csrf and try that out first. But I think we can actually do a valid Csrf check ourselves by just using the original token, and then load the repository, validate the token, then replace the token, then redirect. Because they shouldn't be able to get the existing token without, like, the cross-site part of that would be tricky. I can also encrypt it with the session value too. Well, that's typically how you make a Csrf endpoint anyway. So I think that'll be about Csrf protection if there isn't an easy way to do it otherwise. Linux has left the chat. Yeah, I'm actually like incredibly surprised that is that's not just automatically triggering today. Did I change the percentage maybe? Bond plugins GNU random. Oh, it's 10%. We'll make it 20. We'll make it 20%. There you go. But now you can try it. My sister-in-law is a nurse who has gotten the vaccine back in January. She still got it the week before last and shared it with me. Vaccine's not 100%, so getting the vaccine doesn't mean you won't get COVID. Yeah, indeed. Infpunk wants to make bot responses like shiny hunting. It is true. Man, shiny hunting. If it were shiny hunting, I would just set it at like, 1 in 1365 or 1 in 8192. Does chat have the shiny charm is the other question. Hey, there we go. You got it to trigger, James Boyan. Why did it only trigger on the last one? How does this work? Oh, I see. Because, that is not how I would have expected this regex to function. Very weird. I would have expected it to match this first. Is the regex bad? Import re reg equals re.compile this reg.search. What do we get for this? 0 to 24. Oh, it's trying to. I understand what's happening here. It's trying to maximize this. So if we do this is a non-greedy regex, then it should. Yeah. Now it only matches Linux. Interesting. Oh, so I see what's happening. So the way the regex engine works is it does this dot star first. So it's first matches the entire string, and then backtracks a character at a time until it finds a match for this chunk here. Interesting. I didn't think about that. That makes sense. Makes sense. We got one of them. It's true. It's true. All right, we can put the percentage back down again. Oh man, my keyboard shortcuts are so fucked because I'm on a Mac at work and I hate it. I hate it so much. So now my brain, every time I type anything, is just like, oh, which computer are you on? Are you on the work machine or are you on your not work machine? Yeah, like that keyboard shortcut doesn't work. Is it this? Anyway, now I don't even remember. I don't even remember the keyboard shortcut for what I was trying to do. I think it was, yeah, that was the one that I wanted. Page up, page down. Clean my desk for the first time in months and feel much less gross about life. Yeah, I need to clean my desk too. There's like, you can't quite see it from this camera, but almost intentionally. But there's some dust bunnies on my on my on my desk. It's kind of gross. Kind of gross. Anything and hating macOS, no more iconic duo. Pro tip: you can't. It's true. It's true. It's true. Fuck macOS. Okay, so I think we actually yeah. All right, let's look at a CSRF framework. Let's see, CSRF Flask. CSRF protection. Do I really want to use a library called WTF? I don't think I want to use a library called WTF. Even if it might be the ubiquitous way to do CSRF protection. JK says, I feel your keyboard pain. Oh my god, yeah, like spending 20 years on Linux and Windows and then suddenly going to macOS and being like, I am dummy who no longer know how to use computer. So that's one option. Actually, let's see what the dependencies of that are. GitHub Flask WTF. I didn't actually mean to search GitHub, but I guess that works. Lecture. What else do you do? You are familiar. Mistoon. Yes. This guy is too lazy to introduce himself. Nice. Mistoon is what I was thinking of. What are your dependencies? Nope, not in setup.cfg. Setup.py. Oh. What is WT forms? WT forms, GitHub. I guess that's where the WTF comes from. What are your dependencies? Hey, there we go. Declarative metadata. Just markup safe. What? Why do they have a dependency on a translation framework at setup time? Hey, what's up? I am Amarok. I am Amarok. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. I don't see Babel in here. Why do? I assume it's, I gotta assume it's copy paste. I don't think Babel's actually used in here. Oh, sure shit, there it is. Babel. Locale aware numbers. This seems wrong. Unless these are built at build time. Why are they? Yeah, let's look at that setup.py again, because I just kind of glanced over it. Oh. This must come from Babel. Wild. Anyway. Lol Smelly Cheeses says that's a really cool keyboard. I'm glad you like it. If you do Bang keyboard, you can learn more about it. JB Pratt says, I almost lost it when they sent my laptop in. And manager said to wipe out the corp standard built Linux install and put whatever I wanted on it. Oh, that's awesome. That's pretty nice. I'm jelly of that. Hey, what's up, Preox? Hello, hello. Guys, I kind of don't want to use Flash WTF, so we're gonna not do that. We're going to instead roll our own because fuck it. Because I think with Flash WTF, actually, let's look at how it works. Flash WTF CSRF. I think the way most of these work is you have to mark every endpoint that you don't want CSRF protection on, and I think, oops, we want every oops. Invalid regex. Okay, so we would need to mark this endpoint, that endpoint, because we intentionally don't want CSRF protection on logout, and this endpoint. Oh, well, I don't know. Keshi, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I may readjust this later and decide that I want a Csrf framework, but I don't think I need one right now. Kriak says, nodding dinner and poking at building an IRC client. Haven't touched ICP stuff in ages. IRC is pretty easy. Pretty easy. Jim from Canada. Jim from Canada, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. How's Anthony? Anthony's doing all right. You know, it's a Saturday. We're writing code, so it's a good time. Yeah. How do we want this to work? Oh, we also need to validate that the right user is logged in as well. So we gotta do a bunch of validation. And I think that validation is going to be actually the same validation as what we would use to reset this. Also, resetting this token, I don't know if it's worth CSR protecting, but it is, you know, we should do it anyway. We should do it right, even if it's more work. IRC is as easy as I remember it. Just pondering how I want to manage a read queue. I've used MIRC for so long, I forgot most of the little quirks of socket communication. Oh, I see. G1 says, explains PS1. I did do a video very recently on PS1. Not completely in depth, but some parts of it. Specifically fixing a particular weird thing. Explains search better than YouTube search. Yeah, it is pretty good. Honestly, this is, I think, the easiest way to search for stuff is to just go to GitHub and search from this list here. I find that this is the best. No Booty! How's it going? Good to see you again. Hello, hello. But yeah, this page is getting pretty long. Oh man, I'm so glad I found this trick at work. Because working in monorepos at work is kind of a pain in the ass. But yeah, this makes like all get operations like way faster. It's going. How about you? Oh, you know, it's a Saturday. Okay, so let's go on right. Let's web what? Web templates repo. So we need to know if the repo is private. We need to do if repo.private and if form action equals URL for new badge token service equals. Do we have service? Man, I hope we have service. Repo equals repo ID. We need method equals post. Then we need to put input type equals hidden value equals. Oh, we gotta get a name equals Just call it Csrf Token. Even though it's not. Value equals new badge token Csrf. And then we need a button. How do we make a button a submit button? Button submit form. I'm not clicking on that one or this one. Button type equals submit. Okay, that's what it is. Type equals submit. Pretty sure, right? Right? That's how that works. Oh, maybe not. Oh, that works. Okay. And then we gotta find the button classes. Rotate edge token. Something like that. I'm gonna go fill up my water though, because I'm actually out of water. So I will be right back, and I will see you in a bit. Koenig, hello. How's it going? Good to see you again. Okay. I think that is what we want. We probably also need to validate some stuff in here. Should I think we can just do type equals hidden, name equals badge token, value equals unit badge token. So we can validate based on this token here as well. Yeah, it's honestly gonna be easier for me to just test this live. So we're just gonna deploy this to staging. Let's run pre-commit first though. Repo new badge token. Well, that was a good one that we started with. Oops. This is supposed to be a Werkzeug response. Ah, god damn it. Repo new badge token. You know, it's probably not even worth protecting, because I'm pretty sure this actually is enough protection. Let's see. If a user knew both the existing token and... Yeah, if they knew the existing token, why would they want to attack somebody to redo it? Is there actually a use case for that? I guess if they just wanted to fuck with them. And then if they were logged in, it would perform a side effect. Yeah. So I guess this is still worth protecting. It's just like such an unlikely attack surface, but might as well make it work. Okay. Lambda runbooks, no scripts. So in pre-commit.ci it's scripts, but in Dead Snakes it's runbooks, so I always confuse the two. The reason that it's scripts here and not runbooks is because it would tab complete poorly with runner. But yeah. Giant Axe, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. James says an implementation thing, either option A or option B. Watch it be option C. Let's see what we got here today. Papa Smurf of Death, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. All right. Okay, fuck off. Whitworth, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so this repper seems fine. Ooh. I actually think you can do a hybrid of both of these. You can make all these other ones that are derived properties, you can just make them properties of a name tuple. The other option is data classes. I don't know. Either of these are fine. Depends on like how these are used. Who am I, Zhao? Thank you for the follow, and ADI Pig, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Genax says, sorry for the noob question, but what are you trying to do? You do bang today. I'm about to show you what we're doing. I'm about to show you because we just deployed this. So, on pre-commit.ci, CyberRash. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. On pre-commit.ci, which is the CI system, there's this badge that you can put in your repository. And for public repos, so for like this repo here, for public repos, there's no reason to put a token on this, so like people can just access this anonymously because it's a public repository. But for private repos, you kind of don't want to know, you don't want your app to leak information about whether a repository exists or not. And so I have added a token to this, and this is some fancy CSS so that it hides it. I'm pretty sure with like enough machine learning, you could figure out like what the characters are here, but whatever. I can probably, that's not the thing I'm defending against here. I'm defending against, accidentally showing it on stream. Also, does it show when you do this? No. I think the filter renders properly. But anyway, what we're doing is I'm adding a little button here to rotate this token. I'm adding a button to make a crash simulator because, yeah. Web handler. Repo. If not repo.private, let's see. Badge. So let's just remove this for now. That's what's crashing, I'm pretty sure. We'll add the Csrf in a second. Git diff, git add to deploy again. But yeah. You can see the usage, I guess. Maybe you remember it. Yeah, I do remember that class. Might open source tonight. Oh, cool. Jacob Dempai says, "What the fudge? PEP 637 is being considered. In my humble opinion, it'll be very confusing." Is that the multiple exception thing? PEP 637. Oh no, it's the indexing with keywords. I think this one's stupid. It basically only makes pandas better. And honestly, it should just be a fucking function. Just call it function. But yeah, this is also gonna silently break some uses. Yeah. 472, which was rejected due to lack of interest in 2019. I think it's almost exactly the same PEP though, right? Rejected. Anyway. Yeah, I think it's not that useful. I think it's another bad syntax proposal. I don't know why they keep changing the syntax. Oh, still down, still not 0. Juicebox. Looks like your 0 date is what? That's 7-8 months. So we got another 8 months until you're 0. I honestly think like you can prevent it from being 0 just by talking a little bit. Ooh, look at this! Look at this plot though. Look at that chat plot. Okay, so now that we've redeployed this should render an ugly button. Data class is 8% faster to create objects than name tuple to create and store objects. Why would it be faster? I don't see why it would be faster than either of them. If you're comparing slots to slots, it should be the same. Early Juice had so much time though. She had an easier job and no puppy. Not fair. Okay, so now I don't know what this stack trace is. So I was admittedly guessing what it was before. So we're gonna try and log in. We had a lot of problems with login last time, so I'm hoping those have either been fixed or I'll be able to log in. Oh, I got a fucking EPFX2A? Yeah? I don't know whether I got that right or not, and I don't think it's going to tell me whether I got that right or not. Dev paste. Then I'm going to do the multi-factor off screen, even though you can see my keyboard, just to, because it's a time sensitive thing, so I don't think anyone's going to be able to type it in as quickly as the stream delay, but just to make double check sure. Bags McGee, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Okay, it worked today. I don't know what problem we were having last time, but it worked fine today. Data class versus name tuple versus object performance. This is why you should not have images of text. This is exactly why you shouldn't have images of text. And because then you get like this lazy loading bullshit that doesn't load until later. Oh god, their code is hideous. Why would they write code like this? They should. I no longer trust this person. At all. Also, why are they doing this? That should do nothing. Where's their actual, like, okay, normal object? Before the release of 3.7, it's still a popular choice for data. There's actually, like, no reason it should be faster or slower. Oh, wait, this is showing name tuple is faster than data class. This is what I expect. This is only going to be slower because of property access. Nested property. This shouldn't be any slower. This should be exactly the same thing. Unless they're, what does their execute function do? They might just be showing a cute What does dot change to? The mutation? They don't actually show the code of it. Where's the fucking code? Ugh. Where's your code, Jack Song? They don't actually show the code, do they? Why is it in a notebook? Yeah, I don't trust this guy. Yeah, so this change function is just attribute access. So like this doesn't actually show you anything interesting. The only two important pieces of this performance chart are create and read property. The rest of these don't matter. They're just compounds of this. So like nested property is just 3 read properties. Execute is just multiple read properties and a function execution. And size, honestly, size for data class is going to be identical to object because the default for data class is not to use slots. So they're both going to be the same dictionary object. If you enable slots with data class, you're going to get a different result here. But what they're really profiling is how long a property takes to run. So that's all that this is here. And yes, descriptors are going to be slightly slower than accessing a namespace dictionary. That's just the way things go. But if you change data class to be a slots object, you'll see that the read property is going to be the same and the create's going to be the same. But yeah, the main difference here is the allocation of a dictionary for both object and data class. These actually should be identical values here. The only reason that they're slightly different is because this involves pure Python and this one, I believe, goes through some C setters. It might actually just be implemented using dict.update directly. So this is like the amount of pure Python code that's being profiled here, and this is purely in C in a tuple initializer. So this isn't actually a very good performance analysis. Like they're missing a lot of the lurking variables and any of the explanation, and a lot of their code is just like a lot of their table their table isn't actually that interesting in terms of explaining what's going on. Like this size of is fucking garbage in Python. There's no reason to use this in a comparison. What you would really want to do is make like 1,000,000 of those objects and then compare the memory usage before and after, not by looking at sys.getSizeOf, because yeah, this doesn't do anything. And in fact, PyPy tells you that you're garbage if you use it. Import sys.getSizeOf dictionary, and you'll get this nice bit of prose that's like, yeah. But anyway, so kind of garbage, but anyway. I immediately skip to the next link if I see that a blog uses camel case. Yeah. Well, I still don't know why you would use one or the other, just boils down to being immutable. Yeah, that's why I picked them. Why is this exciting? It boils down to performance. That's absolutely not why data classes are exciting at all. Yeah, 100%. I still also don't like data classes. I feel like they're not that useful. I understand why you would use them, but like for me, they replace mutable classes. They don't really replace immutable classes because they don't provide any benefits at that point, other than a cutesy syntax. But I might as well just name tuple at that point. And you don't get true immutability from data classes because you can still do object fuckery. Whereas with name tuples, I guess you could still use C level mutation. But okay, anyway, let's figure out why this is crashing. CloudWatch. Presumably a typo. We'll see the typo eventually, though. Probably this service here. That would be my guess. That'll be my next guess. The first guess was the thing that we knew was definitely not there. Oh, actually, has this run? I want to see because we set this up a while ago. Let's see what does the output look like here. Current URL, previous URL, already up to date. Okay, cool. Probably won't know until March is over. But yeah, I wrote a little scraper. I also set up another AWS account to run the scraper in, but I haven't set that up yet, so I'll probably do that some other time. Okay, web, latest stream. Error. What is your error? Could not build URL for new badge token with values repo and service. Oh, motherfuck. It's repo ID. God damn it. I wish the type checker would run on Jinja. Maybe I'll make a Jinja. Maybe I'll make a Jinja 2 my plugin. I don't have time for this shit. I wish I had time to just like build cool things like that. I really don't. Oh, I don't want to do that. Why did that just go to prod? Let's redeploy prod just to make sure. Git mid-m whip, git checkout master. I should really put in a safeguard so that doesn't happen. Scripts landed by build. Deploy. Just in case it's deployed prod, we'll do this. I guess I can drop the repr because the name table's default one is pretty good. Yeah, that is. I mean, that's I think honestly the things that you get out of data classes and name tuples is comparison and repr. Those are the actual benefits, and I guess equality checking, but that's comparison. Getting a lot of mileage out of them with type hinting as a soft contract. Yeah, that's also useful, but I mean you can get that with name tuple as well. Hey, what's up, Dark Knight? Hello, hello. Get show whip, get apply. How do I make this? Honestly, at some point, I need to stop having scripts that I can run to just deploy on my computer. I probably need to have a pull request workflow so that I don't yeet the prod on accident. But honestly, the code block I was changing there can't be affected by prod, so it's not a huge deal. But let's scripts, lambda deploy, build. Okay, so this will just go to staging instead of prod like I accidentally just did. Whoops. If I think my local development setup is actually broken, so that's why I'm using staging to do this. And it's fast enough to do this here anyway. Okay, so we got a button here, but it's not buttoned properly. What CSS classes do I need here? Button, outline dark. Maybe I want to put it up over here. Or up over here. BTN. How do we do this? Bootstrap button. Is there like a button small? Small button. Here we go. BTN SM. I think that's what I want. BTN SM. And what happens if we move this form? Can you have a form in an H3? Yeah, that's the token, by the way. But that's why we're making a rotation. Display inline block bootstrap. I know there's a class for it. Display property. I thought it was D inline block. Is it not? Oh, there's a P tag. Did I get rid of the P tag? Oh, it didn't add the class here. Class equals D inline block. There we go. Wait, why does this P not contain this form? Oh, I must have just like completely fucked up the HTML. Delete. 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 All right, how does that look, chat? Should I give this a different button type? Maybe like BTN dark? Let's see what that looks like. I think that's actually kind of fine. What do you think, chat? What do you think of this? You can also let's do secondary. Is that better? Beautiful button. What do you think? Dark or secondary? Here, we'll put both of them there. Okay, here's our choices. Secondary or dark? I'm kind of leaning towards secondary. Dark is too much of a call to action. We kind of want it to be less there. Lunatic says secondary. Okay, we're going with secondary then. Okay, so also, should I put it in the H3 up here, or should I put it down next to the down over here? Where should I put it? Everyone likes secondary. Okay, perfect. BTN, small, BTN, secondary. Also, should I change the text to just say rotate token? Yeah, I think rotate token is fine. Or we could put it up here. I kind of want like a little drop down somewhere. The drop downs are a lot of work. There's success starting as a tech lead position on a new project with multiple Python streams, background, Go.NET, and in the last 2 years, TypeScript and Node.js. What good Python resources should I start with? Also, thanks for pre-commit. Use it at work. You should get your work to sponsor me for using my software. Get them to send me money. I don't know. My YouTube channel has a lot of good resources, both for Python and DevOps and other stuff. So that's one place that you could go for Python things. I don't know. There's not really great. I don't find that there are a lot of great comprehensive like intermediate type resources for Python. I find that it's usually like, I'm building a project and I find a one-off result as part of like a Stack Overflow article or something like that. But yeah. Actually, at this point, the only way we get close-ups on Anton is by getting him to show. Yeah, it's kind of true. Okay, I think I'm gonna put it inside the H3. Actually, let's put it here with the small badge and see what it looks like. But yeah, congrats on your starting position. It's exciting. Honestly, your TypeScript support or your TypeScript experience is probably going to be the most relevant if you're using typed Python, I guess. I kind of like it in H3. I'm gonna do that instead. Because this, it's like ambiguous whether this is a badge or not. That's probably not what you want. Thanks. We'll link your channels to my colleagues and make more visibility. Nice. Sounds good. Oh, we forgot the D. D inline block and then ML3 for a little bit of margin. Come on, deploy. You can do it. There we go. Oops. Refresh. Oh no, what button did I press? Menu? Motherfuck, why are you doing this? Oh, there's still the shitty P tags. Oh. I closed it. There we go. Alright, we will try that. I thought of a way to make this script less bad. Deploy. This one, def. Deploy. Here we go. Oh, this just copies the zip. Where's the part where we do the revision? Yeah, we can just do this. If get revision. If len get revision does not equal 40. Raise system exit. Cowardly refusing to deploy dirty revision to prod. I should probably also check the revision in the zip as well. Yeah, let's do that with zip file dot zip file config dot zip file name as zipf. Well, we don't need to improve that later. We'll just do this for now. think that'll be fine. There we go. Currently refusing to deploy a Dodo or Vid on a prod. Sounds good. James Boyd is asking chat today. Let's see. Okay, anyway. That should have deployed, right? It should move up here. Okay, cool. And on normal pages, that should not display, right? Yeah, that's only on the special pages. Cool. Okay, and this button will work right now, but it doesn't do what I want it to do. So we need to do some validation here. Okay, let's implement the handler part of this. Web handler new badge token. Well, actually, we need two parts of this. We need to validate our Csrf token, and we need to make sure that we're logged in, and we need to make sure that the current badge token matches. There's the other Alexa. Hello, thank you for the resub at 10 months. Welcome back. It's good to see you. We're talking about the other Alexa, who's actually Alex. Alex Saplican. Which I probably mispronounced. But yes, welcome back, Alexa. Good to see you. How you doing? Okay, so we need to set up a Csrf token for this. And yeah, let us do that. Go right here. Let's see, new badge token. Csrf token equals something. We'll need to pass that along. Input type. Actually, I don't need this. We'll just make it part of the Csrf token. Name equals Csrf token. Value equals new badge token Csrf token. And let's see, assert sessions dot assert sessions dot GitHub is not none, which should be true at this point because this gate repo assert sessions is not none. And assert sessions dot GitHub user is not none. GitHub. And then in that case, what we want to do is we want to make a Csrf token from probably just an encrypted value of their session ID and the repo ID. Lunatic, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Even though you've been here. You've been on the stream. But thank you for the follow. Stonks, how's it going? Hello, hello. Anthony, do you need return types and classes if they return the class? Yes, you do. Yep, you do indeed. You need to annotate every method, otherwise it won't type check them. And it'll assume any everywhere else, which you probably don't want. Hey, what's up, MarcoDev? Hello, hello. How do we want to do this? Or am I overthinking this and then we should just use a Csrf framework for this? Yeah, maybe we will just use a Csrf framework. Don't really want to, but okay. So let's at least make sure that we're logged in. If let's see, sessions equals get sessions. If sessions dot GitHub is none, refresh dot abort for 3. Elif sessions dot GitHub user. Actually, what is that's underscored. So we got to make sure that they are logged in. We also need to make sure that they have access to this repository. Huh. This is trickier than expected. We can do this. Elif session dot GitHub dot private repo IDs is not none, and repo ID in session dot private GitHub repo IDs. Oh, this is the negative case. We want to forward cases. Any ideas here? Don't know what MyPy wants. Oh, you're missing self. You want static method. You have this, or you want class method, probably. So what you really want to write is you have this right now, and what you want to write is class method, and then CLS, and then change file to CLS. This also works for inheritance as well. So that's what you want to do. Ghostbands, hello, says hello. What are we doing today? So we are working on so I have badges for pre-commit.ci like this, and I want to support them for private repositories. But in order to support them for private repositories, I need to have a token here, and because I have a token, I need to have a button which allows you to rotate the token. So we're working on this rotate token button today. And I'm currently implementing the endpoint for rotating token, which I need to check a bunch of different things in order to allow the user to rotate the token. 1, they have to be logged in. 2, they have to be able to access this repository. And 3, they have to pass a CSRF check to avoid cross-site request forgery. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. You can also do Bang today and learn more about that. Lunatic says, the only tricky part for me learning Python right now is how inheritance works in Python versus C# Go / TypeScript. It's basically the same as C# inheritance, although abstract base classes and interfaces are implemented at runtime using ABC meta classes and are pretty infrequent in Python. There are some like special inheritance things in Python with, subclass check, but for the most part, you don't have to think about them. But yeah, it's what's referred to as classical inheritance in Python. Unlike prototypical inheritance like TypeScript. I guess TypeScript does have classical inheritance if you're using TypeScript classes. But JavaScript, plain JavaScript, is prototypical inheritance. But yeah. Hey, what's up, Cody here? Hello. I think we always want to check that they have access to this. So I think we actually want to use the not shortcut method here. Elif not GitHub. This would be github.session.token. And at some point I will support other other providers, but for now it's just GitHub, so I can kind of hard code some of this. Boss.abort for a 3. Okay, so they must be logged in, and they must be able to access that repository in order to rotate this. Do you always code in Vim? This isn't Vim. Yeah, it's my own text editor called Babby, which I wrote myself, Ghostman. And you can check out the code if you click on the link that Friend Left by the Speaker just helpfully posted. Csrf is annoying to get correct. Yeah, I guess I will just I really didn't want to use Flash WTF. Rainy Day Tomorrow says somebody last night had a theory that putting Vim in the title in this category gets you more viewers. I mean, it is kind of true. You get the Primogens, you get the Teens, you get the Melkies. Although I think Melky has been on an anti-Vim crusade recently, which has gotten him in some hot water, from what I understand. But yeah, people, I don't know, people will click on you if you put Vim. But I don't need a clickbait chat. Grunix says I own a Kinesis keyboard for a few months now as well, but in the beginning it really showed me how fucked up my typing was. Yeah, same. I crossed over for Wise. That was like one of the characters that I super mess up. But also \n is another one that I cross over for as well, and I learned that very quickly. For the first speaker says, I've been wanting to give it a go myself, but I write code that's too shitty and I need IDEs to tell me I'm shit in real time. Nice. Yeah. There's flash wtf.crf.csrf protect thing. Not sure if this helps. Yeah, that's what I know exists. The thing is, I don't necessarily want to take on those dependencies because I only want like one little teeny part of Flask WTF, and I don't give a shit about the rest of their form handling stuff. I don't really want to pull in dependencies, but I don't know. It might be easier to just do that. I wish there were a separate library that just did Csrf protection. Also, we can probably look at how their shit works. Oops, Flask WTF GitHub. Just want to look at their particular code for how this implements it. Oh, I see. This is the backup. Yeah. Okay, cool. Unsafe timed serializer. URL safe, not unsafe. I see. It just uses a timed token. And then what is the type error here? Hands up, Peta2. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Session field name should always be stir. I don't understand this code here. Oh god. The G is the global object in Flask. I kind of hate this. Like, we could just do this directly. Yeah, like we could just roll our own. Yeah, I think we just roll our own. Because really all it does is uses the Flask session key and stores a randomized token in there and then retrieves it back, which is fine. I mean, this implementation is fine. It's just like, do I need this whole library for fucking 60 lines of code? Probably not. Hey, what's up, the Devil Kid? Hello, hello. Rainy Day Tomorrow says, do you do your own syntax highlighting, or have you got an integration to a language server? I have implemented my own implementation of TextMate's syntax highlighting. So it works basically the same as VS Code does. But yeah, I have my I wrote my own essentially. There wasn't a good one in Python. Honestly, I would have in retrospect, I wish I would have waited like 3 months and I probably would have used Tree Sitter instead. But yeah, I didn't. So now that's why I'm here. Do I want to implement this? We'll use it for now, and I can always swap it out later. Yeah, we'll use it now, swap it out later. 5 minutes minimal. Oh, that took forever to download setup tools for some reason. Alex said it's not hiding F strings. Oh, your Vim plugin. Yeah. The VS Code highlighting actually works really well for F strings. It seems to make an entirely new syntax. Oh, what? Is PyPI having trouble right now? Network is unreachable. Status.pypi.org? PyPI status. Well, this has been disabled for forever. Partial backend outage. CDN edge errors. Hey, look, it's I'm on the graph, Mom. Holy fucking shit, it's so slow right now. What is going on? This is the slowest I have ever seen. It's also not throughput, it's just connect time. Because the throughput is still super fast. I don't know what's going on here. That's wild. This script is usually like instantaneous. So something's not good right now. I wonder if it's Fastly or something else. Hard to say. Hard to say. Oh, I'm hungry. I want to finish this, but I'm hungry. Oh, the worst. I don't need a comment. I know why it's that way. Okay, what do we do here? We upgraded Boto 3, Boto Core, CFFI. We upgraded cryptography. We added Flask WTF. And we added WT forms. Okay, now how do we use their Csrf shit? Csrf, I do this. Then wait, why are these different? These look the same. These are the same code but slightly different for some reason. CS protection requires a secret key to securely sign the token by default. This will use the Flask as secret key. Yeah, that's fine. When using a Flask form, if the template doesn't use a Flask form, render a hidden input with the token in the form. Okay. We do that. We gotta do this as well for the exempt routes, otherwise shit will be broken. Okay. Import Flask wtf.csrf. And we don't want to exempt that one. Plus wtf.csrf.exempt. Wait, they assigned a Csrf object. Which object are they referring to when they do csrf.exempt here? Is it this one? Or is it this one? Oh, it's got to be this one. Yeah, those are going to be the same. Csrf.exempt. And csrf.exempt. We're exempting both of those endpoints there. Yeah, but we will enable this one. Okay, so get rid of that, and then templates, web templates, repo, new badge token. What did they use as theirs? Csrf underscore token. Csrf underscore token. And then Csrf token. Yeah. Hey, what's up? Koran PL says, and all non-viewers are checking PyPI as well, and it gets even worse. PyPI, it shouldn't matter. It's almost entirely behind a CDN. I guess it's CDN is having SADs. Noob44, hello, and Lup, good to see you as well. Welcome back. Ghostman says I use VS Code myself, but sometimes Vim too. Nice. Listen, UK, good to see you. That's a serious import list. Yeah, this file maybe needs to be split up. This file is actually kind of long, getting close to 1,000 lines. Probably move some of the parts at some point. Best of both worlds, but I would love a Babby emulator. I really like the shortcuts, but it wouldn't be the real thing. Yeah, you could probably do the same shortcuts in VS Code or something. What are your opinions on Python's Walrus operator? I actually wrote a library about the best practices using the Walrus operator. Oh, it didn't work. Called Flake8 Walrus, which is which embodies my opinion about the Walrus operator. But yeah. Anyway, I think I don't like the Walrus operator personally. I think it makes code harder to read, and it makes things that intuitively didn't have side effects before, now they can have side effects, which seems bad to me. Okay. All right, let us try this now. Let's actually pre-commit everything. Oh, I didn't actually do the CSRF protection. Yeah. Imported unused. Yeah. Web handler. CSRF equals Flask WTF dot CSRF dot CSRF. What was it? CSRF Protect. Meme's too hard that I completely fucked up what I was saying. Argument 1 to can access repo as incompatible type callable stir int stir expected stir 269. repo ID. Tell us what you really think. It's incompatible type int expected stir. Oh, because this wants the repo name, but not the repo ID. Right. Shit. What do we do up here? Gauge repo. Repo is a stir. Repo.full name. So we gotta retrieve the repo. Okay. Repo dot full name. Also we have to say, so we're gonna say if session is none or repo is none or not GitHub API dot can access repo dot full name access token equals session token. Last dot abort 403. Okay. So it must be logged in, the repository must exist, and the person must have access to that particular repository. Otherwise, error. Yes. Cool. Keep looking for a way to use Walrus, but I've yet to find a good use case in any of what I do. I had one case where I used it in Advent of Code for regex matching. Yeah, and that's like the only case that I used it. Is there any reason why you would specify path equals path like you do here? Do you mean this prefix equals prefix here? You mean separate to stuffing it in the dictionary? Or you mean why am I using named arguments? Which thing, James Boyan? Defcat Game, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Why not without named arguments? No reason. Looks like they're in order, so it would have worked the same way. Hey! Gavnat, thank you for the 12-month sub, the 1 year. Thank you for your continued support with your fancy founder badge too. Good to see you. How was your stream? I saw you were streaming. Did you get some good stuff done today? But yeah, I don't know. I find named arguments, especially when there's lots of arguments, easier to reason about. So that's why I did this here. But yeah, no particular reason. Scripts lambda builds. Yeah, scripts lambda deploy. All right, so we're gonna moment of truth here and see see whether this does the things that we want to do here. We also have to test all sorts of other endpoints as well because we changed how the entire app works. So, all right. So first, does the page load? That's a good first test, right? Okay, so that works. Let's see what the beginning of this token is. So right now, it is SQF-ODX. In theory, if we rotate it, we get an error. Why are there 2 slashes in here? Oh, probably because service is not passed along. God damn it. Oh, stupid Jinja. go. Lunatic says, what's your opinion on framework perf benchmarks in Python Flask versus Falcon? I always feel like the bottleneck with apps is the database, not the server. What's the deal with Falcon and the Python community? I don't know anyone that actually uses Falcon, to be honest. I find that micro benchmarks aren't actually helpful, and if you're trying to micro optimize a web framework, like there are probably much better things to optimize, such as like a database query or a a blocking request or all sorts of other stuff that you could probably do better than that. But yeah, I don't know. Figure out which one supports the features that you want. So like if you want an async framework, you could probably go with Fast API. Flask is fine. Django is fine. Pyramid is fine. They're all basically about the same. You're not really gonna see like micro benchmarks for web frameworks are like not really fucking worth it. DevCat Games says, "Hey, I had posted this question to somebody, and they said you might have a stronger opinion on this. In 2021, Django REST framework with React or just Django templating?" Yeah, so I'm a very big fan of server rendering. So I don't actually I have not written an app with React beyond like a Hello World app. So I'm a very big proponent of server rendering. That said, like figure out your use cases, figure out whether, you know, whether your backend performance is going to be better or your front end performance is going to be better, and like what developer experience you want, and like make your decision based on that. I have my particular sets of opinions and decisions because I know what I want to optimize for, and it probably doesn't align with what you want to optimize for. So keep that in mind. B Clays, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Cabernet says, went well. Finally got a PC that does not crumble under OBS. Nice, that's awesome. And now streaming no longer affects performance. That's pretty good. Start doing more of it. Awesome. Any experience with WSL performance? I actually don't use WSL because I run a bunch of other VMs. So if I had WSL, it breaks VirtualBox. It might no longer break VirtualBox. I just haven't bothered retrying. But I just use VirtualBox personally. But like WSL doesn't support FreeBSD or other Windows VMs, so yeah, for now I'm sticking to VirtualBox. But like the performance with this, like not noticeably different. Defcane Game says, like the response, thank you. Yeah, no problem. Happy to speak about that. Alright, let's try this again. It's clearly we posted to something that doesn't exist because Flask sucks. Or sorry, Jinja sucks. I hate that undefined Jinja is just like, yeah, we knew what you meant. Empty string. So dumb. Okay, so in theory, this should now have the service in here and our Csrf token. Cool. Now we can click rotate. And we should have gotten a new token here. And we did! Sick! Okay. We gotta test all the other shit that we changed. So we gotta make sure that logging out still works. And it does. Okay, we gotta make sure logging in still works. And it does. We also need to run a run and make sure that still works, since that also invokes a post. It's a good reason to use a property if you don't use a setter or getter beyond being able to use class.what instead of class.what with parens. When I think about attribute access in Python, I think most of it is like, with parentheses, I expect it to have some sort of side effect or do some sort of work. Without parentheses, I expect it to just mostly retrieve a value or do like some little teeny amount of work. So it's, for me, it's more of like a what is the intent of this thing? Like if you had what's a good example of something? If you had like a launch property, if it had parentheses, I would expect it to do something. If it didn't have parentheses, I would expect it to be a data object, and that would be kind of like how I would pick between those two. But yeah. Dota says Terraform terrible, pretty bad Terraform joke. I'm terrible. Terrible is fine. Terraform is fine. NSA hacker, how's it going? Are you going to hack me, NSA hacker? Gabernet says, fun fact, the Tox test suite takes almost as long on WSL Ubuntu as on Windows. On a native Fedora OS, the runtime is split by 3. Wow. Huh. That's pretty bad. That's pretty slow. Is it because it's IO heavy, or we're not? Do you have a site, my man? Says NSA hacker. I have a lot of websites. Some of them are pretty dated. Here's probably my oldest one that I haven't updated since 2012. NSA hacker. If you can hack this one, I would be extremely impressed. I would be extremely impressed if you could hack this, because it's just a static website. Hi, Jay. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Sent the most dangerous one. What? I also have this one. This is probably the one that gets the most traffic. pre-commit.ci. With a dash, pre-commit.ci. If you can break this one, also I would be extremely impressed. Give me the password and I will hack it. Yeah, there you go. There's the actual way to hack stuff with passwords. Not sure it didn't profile further. Makes sense. Man, 3 times slower. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. But yeah, I think. Oh, I didn't check if the run completed. Looks like it did. So we should have a failure and a success. Yeah, we do. Sick. Okay. That looks pretty fucking good. Yeah. Git commit -m and rotate token. Rotate badge token. So what service is serving your static website? GitHub Pages plus Cloudflare. So yeah, you'd have to break either of those. So sent one. What are you talking about, NSA hacker? What does sent the one mean? Are you saying you want me to send you a URL in chat? Here you go, have fun. Good luck. Jason says, all right, so when you do type for MyPy, just when you can't type them or when they require feature annotations. Oh, you mean coding them? Yeah, I use coding only when I need it. And if I'm in 3.7 plus, I will use from future import annotations. If I'm stuck targeting 3.6, like that's when I'll use quoting. I think I have a video about this. Explains forward. I think it's this one. That one. Just need GitHub access. Yeah, it's true. If you can access my GitHub account, then you can then you could get there, but it seems pretty unlikely. Build scripts land deploy. So we're gonna deploy this to staging one more time just to make sure that after I committed it was fine, even though I don't think I made any code changes. Just being paranoid. All right, uploaded that. So this still works. And click through to here. And let's see if we rotate our token. So this is before YF6, and we click the button, and we get OKG9. I should probably make a flash message. Yeah, let's make a flash message. Yeah, like that. I think I already have flash messages implemented, right? Git grab flash. Web flash. I don't know how this works though. Web templates helpers. Oh, we always use alert danger. Probably want you probably want the alert type here. Yeah, let's do that. So let's see, Bootstrap alerts. Not gonna click on the W3 schools. Everyone knows there's not security bugs in GitHub. I hear their bounty program is just irresistible, man. Fuck their bounty program is kind of annoying. 2FA makes it harder. Yeah, I have 2FA, of course. Of course I have 2FA. If you want to see a typing mess, here's my homemade, just using any because I can't figure it out. Oh, this is your callable. What is this second argument? Function. Func args. What is func args here? Union of this. Oh, right. Yeah, so what you probably want here is object. And this to be object. Because you don't actually care, you don't care opaquely what these types are. So this, I think this and this can be object. And that should type check. That should type check. Do you plan multi-branch support for pre-commit.ci? I don't know how it would work. Without needing like a really complex configuration. And yeah, because the way it works right now is it's only the primary branch or pull requests. And you can kind of get multi-branch support by just opening a draft pull request for your non-primary branch. But yeah, Juice is back. Hello. Hello, hello. This is a primary alert. This is an info alert. I think I would use info. So I think what we want to do here is class message named tuple. Name tuple. Message stir. Style stir. This would be message this and danger. Hey, what's up? C Chickum. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Sorry if I mispronounced that. My non-primary branch has no commit in common with my other branch, so I can't open a pull request. I mean, you could pull request against nothing. You could still have a pull request. Could you? How'd that work? You could make an empty branch and pull request against the empty branch. That would still run. And imagine you can have a ci.yaml enumerating the active branches, or maybe I'm missing something here. Yeah, the problem is like, where does that YAML file live? And how do I check that YAML file? Because like, if it lives on the branch you're pushing to, then suddenly you can, change the configuration on the fly, which you really don't want. You could have it on the primary branch, but then you have to read the primary branch for every single run, which you don't want to do because that's super slow. So I don't know a way to do that without having everything really fucking slow. In the target repo's default branch. Yeah, that the problem with that is you have to read the default branch. I don't want to do that because then it's super slow. SUK says, I've been trying to do more functional programming. Why? Don't use functional programming. Do you have any advice on whether I should pass a logger to pretty much every function? Oh, yeah. I mean, so the problem with loggers is they are essentially sneaky global variables, which, yeah. Derviash says, hey, why did you add message property to the enum? I didn't. Oh, this one here? Just for convenience. This is basically a circular way to do a data encoding. I'm encoding this integer. This integer is being set in a session variable. And yeah, I'm essentially mapping an integer to a string and a style. So that's what's going on here. Flash message dot bench token rotated. What I really want to avoid is putting the actual strings into Flash, because if I ever internationalize this will be a pain in the butt. A simple config UI, that means I have to store it, and that means I need to retrieve it. Right now I make no data connections to start a run. I don't want to make that slower, because then everything gets slower. Like I don't want something like that in the critical path. Orlin says, how old are you? That's kind of a rude question to just start with. Although you've been here before. You know my age, I've told you before. Will it be the downside of running it on every branch? Burning money for no fucking reason? Every CI makes this mistake. Like, you should not run an every push. There's no fucking reason to do that. Because you really only care about things that are pull requested or the primary branch. Like, almost only in very, very rare cases do you care about anything else. And I think your use case falls into those, like, very, very rare situations where you're doing a complete full rewrite that has no history in common. So you can't open, like, a normal pull request. And like you could still open a normal pull request. Like you could make a no-op branch and like have that pull into previous history. Like that would work. That would get you working without me needing to build a bunch of infrastructure for something that like no one is going to use except for you. And a bunch of complexity and make everyone's run slower. So like no part of that sounds like a good trade-off to me. The badge token has been updated. Info. This is stir or none. So this will actually be message or none now. You can access to enum properties by .value and .name, not sure what the intention is. Yeah, so the value is 1, but the message attribute is actually one of these message objects here. And yes, I could, make an enumeration that just has this as the value. Thing is, I'm using this as a serialization. So that's why there's 2 separate data types here. I'm essentially encoding a mapping from integer to string. Well, integer to string. And I don't want these strings to be in my data. Like, I could get rid of this entire system and just store strings in my session. The problem with storing strings in your session is you can't really update them properly. And if you leak a token, then suddenly people can see XSS inject. But yeah. As we're gonna fork, so the main repo has no branches. No worries, was just seeing where this feature request landed. You can do it entirely in a fork. Yeah, let me show you how you would do it. So let's say we had talks, and I fork it to my repo, and utility/talks. So we're worried about this rewrite branch, right? Git checkout origin rewrite -b rewrite target git push origin head, and then go to pre-commit.ci and sign in and manage just my repos. GitHub copy paste copy confirm, and we add my fork of talks here, and then we go to utility/talks, and I make a new pull request. And my pull request is from, I don't want to do the base repository, I want my repository. We are going to pull request from rewrite to rewrite target. Of course, we need to. Wait, why is there something to compare? Oh, we did this in the wrong order. Here we go. And let's say that I did rewrite. So what we can do is git push origin rewrite this to rewrite target. Of course. Rewrite does not match any. There we go. So now I can create a pull request that will run pre-commit.ci on this branch, and then you don't need to do any special branching stuff. And this can even be a where's the convert to draft button? Where did the draft button go? I was thinking the auto update feature more than the CI run. Oh, you don't even care about the CI run. You just want auto update. Could you imagine auto updating every branch in a repo? That'd be insane. Yeah, that's a whole different thing. That's a whole different thing. It's under the reviewers. Oh, here we go. Yeah, okay, cool. I don't actually care though. Because I was just doing this to show how this works. So what you could do in your fork is set your primary branch to rewrite. That would work. Because I assume you're not actually auto-updating your other branch, right? And it's just pre-approved branches. Yeah. Again, like your use case is so different than like a standard use case. Like you're in a very, 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 very special situation, I think. Chomp says, what's the difference between mutable mapping and Dict? So mutable mapping just says that it's indexable and settable, and Dict specifies a very specific, concrete implementation of mutable mapping. Hey, what's up, Yassine? Hello, hello. Good to see you. Morslaw, hello, hello. But yeah. Anyway, what was I doing? Oh, flash messages. Hey. So this should actually, I think MyPy is actually not going to know about this. Because the only place this actually matters. Let's see, MyPy, all files. I think MyPy has no idea. Email return time got message expected stir on 21. Oops. Right, this should be message. Type flash message has no attribute badge token rotated. Yeah, that's right. Badge token rotated equals 2. Cool. Worcester says, would you recommend making type hinting a habit for everything you write in Python? Yes, I absolutely would. I type everything that I write nowadays. Marcel says, I've learned more about Git repos in 15 seconds than a year. Watching live coding, you can do that and that. Yeah, exactly. Also, check out my YouTube channel. I have a lot of similar tips to the things that I do on stream in there, and you might learn a thing or two, or 250 some odd, given how many videos are there. But yeah, live coding's pretty cool. Marsma says, Anthony, do you know or have any good resources on how to write better and more readable code? Readability is not necessarily something that's correct or learnable or even objective. I think, like, you know, it's in the eye of the beholder. I know when I look at my code that I can be like, oh yeah, I wrote this. And I know that when I can look at other people's code and be like, I know I didn't write this. Like, that's about all I can say in readability. It doesn't necessarily mean that something is more or less readable than something else. I don't know. As you earlier said that some repository is so badly written that it's hard to read, and then make me think that there's some set of rules or it's just experience. Yeah, for me it's just like, I don't know, what's the thing? You have like, what's the phrase that I want? I don't know. There's like this there's this YouTuber that says like, I have a tingling in my balls. That's the kind of thing for whether I know whether code is good or bad. Like, there isn't really something that I can just point to and be like, yeah, that's bad, or like, yeah, that's good. I don't know. I was wondering about performance degradation in Python code when typing, import in every single file with other imports for type declarations. So imports in Python are only ever, the cost of them is only ever incurred once. So multiple imports, like this here, this import causes the typing module to be present. This one is just an attribute access from a global. So it's no different than if I were to have written, you know, named tuple like this. This import is the same as those two imports. There's no performance problem there. Heavily used lambda function for more readability. But yeah, it's essentially zero. Also, you know, module import is usually something that you worry about at startup and then never afterwards. Isn't typing worth the performance hit? It should not make your code slower. I actually did a video on this. Explains typing faster. No. Is Python with types faster? Check out that. I go over kind of some thoughts. I also show some places where it can make it slower, but it rarely does, or and if it does, it's not noticeable at all. Use type hints in your Python. That helps with readability if you're looking at code for the first time. Yeah, because it does. It definitely tells you what's going on. Why are you thinking with your balls? Right? All code is bad. We only try to make it better is the best way to say this. Yeah, exactly. All code is awful. Will we be able to add the ball feeling code metric score to pre-commit? How many tingles? How many tingles does this code do? Uncle Bob's arguments for clean code are a good start for more readable code. I would not recommend that individual because they are not a very good person. Like, do what you must, but I actually don't think that Uncle Bob's advice is good or something that someone should follow. But you can look up the person and form your own opinions about them. But that's my stance there. 7 tingles per second. Oh no. Okay, so we need to go to web.flash. Nope, web templates helpers. And what do we need to do? We need to do flash dot style and flash dot message. Yeah. can't wait to see code reviewers for Stripe. This code tingles my balls weird. Lunatic says, is object-oriented programming using Python on a daily basis like abstract classes and such, or just class inheritance and basic object-oriented programming? I actually don't like using object-oriented programming at all in Python. Yes, these are classes here, but none of these involve like inheritance or object-oriented patterns. These are essentially your plain old data classes. Then again, it varies widely on who's writing the code. I don't like object-oriented programming personally. I also don't really like functional programming either. I like pure functions. I don't like functional programming garbage. I like data in classes, but I don't like object-oriented programming. But Python is a multi-paradigm language, so it could be any sort of thing there. You could have heavily functional programming Python. You can have heavily object-oriented programming Python. You can have heavily procedural programming Python. It's Python, the syntax and the language enables you to have all sorts of different things. It really depends on who is writing the code and what they're going for. Multi-paradigm, or in this case, no paradigm. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Okay, so we need to actually set this flash message. Web handler. Here we go. We need to do set flash message dot badge token. What did I call it? Badge token rotated. Excuse me. Oh, we need flask.session. Flask.session flash message. Bye. Okay, let's try that now. Of course, my indentation was wrong. Fortunately, the thing will fix it for me. Lambda build. Lambda deploy. Oh. Marsman says, my problem is that every programmer I know is always saying that the code base is just bad and has to be rewritten, and then this programmer leaves after a while, and next just saying the same thing, and so it must be, as you say, tingling thing. Yeah. Yep. And sometimes people will somehow get enough resources to do a full rewrite, and then it might not make it better. It might just make it different. Anything like programming with no prefix or suffix. Yeah. Isn't like most languages functional and object oriented? Not really. Like if you look at a language like, Scala, for example, it's purely a functional programming language. Or if you look at something like Java, you're kind of forced into an object-oriented programming hole. And metaprogramming, I don't like metaprogramming either. Is Anthony flashing the stream? Yes, with my flash objects. Gillum says, what you doing? If you do bang today, you can learn about what I am working on. Jigger says, I subscribe to this. I know it when I see it. Yeah. Yes. It's the tingling in the balls. G says, I get the feeling about all my code that it's bad, though. Well, all code is bad, so, I mean, it's true. Even the code that I'm writing, it's also bad. I hate Java that you have to create factories or anything. Yeah, exactly. That's part of the object-oriented that I'm like, please no. Okay. Let's close out some of these tabs. We might need CloudWatch in case there is an error. But let's go back to here. Just make sure that these render first off, because we changed how the flash stuff works. Okay, cool. So now in theory, if I click this rotate token button, let's actually make sure that it rotates as well, just for the sake of things. Okay, so we've got OKG. Let's start there. We click the button. Hey, the badge token has been updated. And now we should have a new value here. Yay! And we refresh this, and that should go away. Dope. Okay, that's really cool. I like that. I'm happy with that. Roll X in. Morslaw, thank you for the follow. Wait, you weren't following? I feel like you've been here before, Morslaw. But thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Byvlade says, what is your opinion on Fast API and Pydantic? I feel like their use of type annotations is a little bit abusey in that, like, they are doing too much runtime type checking for my liking. But other than that, I don't know. They seem fine. I don't use Pydantic myself, so if that gives you an opinion about, or gives you an idea about how my opinion is formed there, yeah. Let's see, what is our? I deploy this, right? Give run powers 10. Yep. And we will deploy this to prod. Cowardly refusing to deploy dirty revision to prod. So clearly we fucked up our script. Oh, then get the revision. 41. This must not have, or must have a new line at the end. Yeah, fixed. First time. Oh, I see. Marcel says, I'm trying to use my old university email to get Prime Student and throw you a sub. Oh, wait, there's Prime Student? What? That's cool. Wait. I just thought of a super fraudy way to generate infinite Prime subs. Because let's see if I can show this on screen. There's the URL for it. Why am I not logged in? Oh, I got a two-factor. Oh, well, that was weird. It took me to the two-factor screen and then just skipped it. Holy fucking shit! I love the Hold on a sec. Don't really want to show that. I love this is the like groups stuff for my university. Do not use Firefox. I'm using Firefox because lol. But the thing is, I can make infinite groups on this website here. Oops, shit. I can make infinite groups on this website. So you can see I've already made a couple of them. This one I didn't make. I got included in this group, but you can see I have Anthony So Silly, I have Acetilly2, Eggs Benedict, Harp Darp, Herp Derp, and Rafflecopter at umich.edu. And I can make infinite of them. Anyway, fraud ideas. if you have a University of Michigan address, you can make infinite primes. Shimashiro says, what guide should I follow for detailed information about data science? I actually don't know much about data science at all. So, yeah. Lunatic says, oh god, the way you make last-minute changes for deploying So I was just changing the deploy script. I wasn't changing the actual code. I was just changing the deploy script. And we changed the deploy script earlier. I just hadn't committed that. So this is part of the deploy script here. I wouldn't actually just change the code needed to prod. I am better than that. Command-m required non-dirty to deploy to prod. But yeah, I didn't just eat to the prod there. Yasin says, I've been using my Student Prime membership to sub. Nice. You choose Edge, right? Right? No open source browsers? Oh, open source. Yeah. I see. I had admin email privileges for my old institution as well, and just make emails, sign up for Prime, throw subs at Twitch streamers. Nice. Juice says, remember that time someone signed up to your email list every fast food mailing list in the world? Yeah, 100%. That totally happened. They've stopped though, which is great. Although I'm still getting, oh wow, this one has been marked as phishing. Interestingly, I don't want to click look safe though. I think I can do show original and then click on the link from there. There's an unsubscribe link at the bottom. Ah, fuck. No, I can't click on the unsubscribe link. Damn it. Well, whatever. Whatever. But yeah, that was a fun time. You code in Python and don't know anything about data science, imposter. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Next day they will post how to illegally make money. I mean, yeah, make. I wonder how much you could like mass produce this, right? Like you could make a Twitch account, get it affiliate, because you don't need a partner for this. Get it to affiliate, which you can basically do with like 5 cell phones, or like 2 people with 2 cell phones each, or something like that. Get your account to affiliate, then make infinite Amazon Prime accounts, then Prime sub with all those Amazon Prime accounts, and then get the payout. And you just do it at low enough volume that like no one ever finds you. Yeah. Anyway. Ergo says, but yeeting code to prod is best. I mean, sometimes. Bori Mori says, hey Anthony, how do you navigate some repositories, especially those that you're not familiar with using an editor like Babby? I love using Vim, but in big repos that I didn't create, I find it extremely hard for discovery and always resort back to using VS Code, but would love to use just Vim instead. Almost all of my repository navigation is git grep, which I use to do lots of searching for stuff. Oh yeah, git grep is amazing. Prime account fraud is well documented and automatically detected though. You're not going to detect 1 or 2 Prime subs, Juice, right? You just spread it out far enough. I realize that fraud there are big systems trying to prevent fraud, but also like fraud is a battle between, you know, how much cost does it take for the fraudster to implement something versus how much cost to the institution does it like how much damaging cost is there. And usually what you want to do, like if you're building your own fraud system, you're really defending against the big money takers. Like you don't care if you lose $100, essentially, but you care if 1,000 people take $100, because now suddenly that's, you know, what, $100,000. Like that's a lot of money. You also care if one person takes $100,000. Like that's a big fraud risk. And so what you do is you build systems that are trying to detect these big widespread ones. But if you're a smart fraudster and you want to run under the radar and you don't care about making a stupid amount of money, like maybe you want to make some amount of money but not a huge amount of money, you build a system that, you know, takes a smaller chunk, something that's less detectable. And if you're a really smart fraudster, you play bounds to see where the fraud detection happens at, and then you adjust your strategy based on that. But yeah, anyway, fraud. NK, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Or you would, you know, adjust different strategies to like making stuff. Will you be making a YouTube video on fraud techniques? No, I will not, because I do not commit fraud. Adio, thank you for the follow. And Apologetic XOXO, thank you both for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. But yeah, git grep is amazing. Just switch to Emacs. Once you go there, you're set for life. Yeah, because you can't quit, right? Please don't mess up my Amazon hack for me. They'll get wise. Yeah. I'm not gonna mess it up for you. I mean, it's well known. There's infrastructure in place to prevent it. But like, yeah. Duscam says, oh, that Vim has. Oh yeah, I see. Vim has like, or VS Code has like jump to definition, which you can hack onto Vim, but like it's not there out of the box. Who wants to go to college to get Twitch Prime? It's easier to just get Prime. That's true. But I can get infinite Prime because I can make as many accounts as I wanted. Uh, just gonna get Wall Street vibes, Wall Street bets vibes here. But yeah, get grep is great. Prime's not worth pursuing if it's low key, and depends on what you're trying to get out of it. Um, but yeah, get grep. Real good video. New topic. Okay, yeah, done with fraud now. But yeah, there's all sorts of plugins for Vim. Fraud is fun once or twice, and then the guilt mounts. Unless you just like have no guilt, right? It sounds like Office Space just taking fractions of a penny. Yeah, I mean, spread it out, no one notices. It's just a rounding error. We know what tomorrow's video is. I actually don't have a video for tomorrow. I have not recorded any videos for tomorrow, so I probably won't have a video for tomorrow. Unless I get some additional inspiration and film something tonight, but yeah. My Twitch player just crashed. I thought you took down your channel. That'd be zero to take down. That'd be pretty funny. Apologetics says new to programming, starting JavaScript a few months ago. Lost here, but checking stuff off. Well, welcome to the stream. Am I the only one that uses PyCharm here? I've used PyCharm before. Well, I guess I used IntelliJ before PyCharm existed, but yeah, it was fine. It's fine. Okay. But we implemented this feature, which has been several weeks in the coming. Phil Frisbee, thank you for the follow. Welcome. So let's check that off. All right, what else do I want to do? Let's see, we're almost at 3 hours. It's been kind of a short stream today. You know what? I think I'm gonna fill up my water and then we're gonna try and implement this thing. Sound good? Cool. All right, so I will be right back and I'll see you in a sec. All right, I'm back. Hello. I have snacks. I'm gonna be eating some snacks. I've got peanut butter pretzels and cashews because I'm hungry. Lex Pecan, thank you for stopping by. Good to see you as always. Tomorrow's video is fraud is bad. Okay, yeah. If you could just stop fraud, that would be great. Alexis says, where would you store user changeable app configuration, like a few parameters only? I'm actually abusing Secrets Manager in for pre-commit.ci, which is, yeah, I don't know, it works, I guess. If they're static configuration, you can just store them with the app. But if they're like per environment configuration, you probably want to store them in some amount of configuration management system. Marsman says, going to sleep, have a productive evening. Well, thank you for stopping by. Costco snacks, it's true, it's true. They are indeed Costco snacks. Okay, so what we're gonna try and do today, oops, shit, is use chopstick properly. Michaela, hello, is right now auto updater. The auto updater, where's it? Does its auto updatey thingy thing. But then we'll try and it will always push. Yeah, so it'll always push here, even if the branch already exists. And so what I want to do is reduce the amount of load for people that don't merge their auto update PRs immediately. Because right now it'll just force push every week, and so every week it'll just bump it again and make a new run. And if it doesn't update, I don't want it to have to push, essentially. Sarcastic Dante is here for the bunk from Michaela. Morning. It's like 6 p.m. where you are. The pizza is the most calorically dense thing in the world. Yeah, so per dollar, Costco pizza is the I mean, if you're trying to optimize calories per dollar, Costco pizza is the number one calorie per pizza food. I'm excluding things like buying, bulk lard, because obviously buying bulk lard is going to be more calories and less cost. But for actual food that you can buy from like, fast food restaurant considerable things, Costco pizza is the highest calorie per dollar. James Boyne says, any ideas how to tell MyPy a function only gets called if an attribute of a variable is set? So it doesn't complain when I use the attribute in a join. I don't know what you're asking. You'll have to show the code. It's not even 5 p.m. yet. Oh, right. You're not in Eastern time. You're in Central. That's right. That's right. But yeah, plushies. Got some plushies here today. They're a little bit off screen. I probably should move them. I'll probably remember that for next time. Hey, what's up, Nicolas? Hello. Okay, but anyway, what I want to do is before doing this here, yeah, essentially preempting this push here. Actually probably combine these two together. I want to check the contents of that file at that particular commit, and skip if it were to overwrite that. It's not morning either way. Yeah, exactly. Because right now, yeah, I'll show you an example actually. So you see this pull request here, pre-commit.ci, pre-commit auto update. You'll see that it has force pushed every week since the beginning of time, essentially. And this is just from the auto update running. And this configuration value, this file hasn't changed since then, but it's triggering a run every week. And so I wanted to not do that anymore. I wanted to be like, oh yeah, this config is already the latest value. We're going to stop pushing because it's just doing a big no op over and over and over. So that's the plan. But in order to do that, we need to read this file here. So let's see what we have here. API get repo file. Okay, so I think this endpoint probably takes a revision, so we can also retrieve that there. For the branch. Yeah. Contents, API, GitHub, 3. Contents, path. Yep. And ref. The name of the commit/branch/tag, default, the branch, usually master. Should we update their docs to say main? I think their docs are open source now, right? I'm actually surprised this hasn't been updated yet. Partial code, but this refactor file structure only gets called if header is set on the file, so us.path can't error. Oh, so I mean, if you say if header is not none and then run the thing, MyPy will know what's going on. Aniki, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Which line is it? Where's the problem? This one? So if you just add and mfile.header is not none in this branch here, in this if condition, then it will know. Then it will know that it must be non-none. Or you can just do assert mfile.header is .none. If you know it's always going to be true here, then you can force it to always be that way. My headset is acting up. I have a lot of Anthony in my left ear and none in my right. Wait, chat. Has no one told me that is my volume mono again? Or is it just sarcastic Dante this time? Because that did happen to my audio that one time. Okay, we're good? We're good? Okay. All right, cool. Man, that day I hated computers. I had no fucking idea why that was happening. Use pre-commit whispered. Yeah. That happens before the function call. I see. Yeah, so I just put an assert. Be easy. Easy. Michaela. You deserve that, bonk. Well then. Oh, so, I work with this guy now. They work at Stripe on my team. Which is kind of neat, I guess. What are we doing? API. Oh, we need to make ref optional here. Shit. Your lib.parse, your lib.parse. Wait, are these? Query. What? Oh, query. query string. Yeah. urlib.parse dot. What is it? Quote. I don't know if it's quote or quote plus. Which one do we want? Is this how it works? Foo bar? Expected bytes. Python 3 urlib parse. Why did it say expected bytes, but it definitely asks for a string here? Oh, probably because quote does if is instance stir, if is instance bytes do the other thing. Where's the one that takes a mapping? Oh, URL encode? URL encode. Yeah, that was the one that I wanted. I see. Oh no, what is this link that Sarcastic Dante has posted? Okay, so we want URL encode. Okay. If ref is not null, else query equals empty string, query equals actually, I think we can just do quote. Ref equals urlib.parse.quote ref. Yeah, I think that'll work. And we're only ever using its static value here anyway, so not a huge deal. Why not urlib 3? Because then I would need to install a dependency. Recursive chat, the other recursive guy is not here today. You're trying to make me believe that you are both of them somehow. But yeah, I haven't seen recursive kernel panic in a while. Recursive, yeah, just recursive chat today. Sniff Protein says, why do you have 2 keyboards? I mean, are you talking about this one? Or are you talking about the 2 halves of keyboard? 2 is greater than 1. Yeah, there you go. I do have your parse in here. Okay, so now we can do that. Sedated Psycho. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Oh yeah, we added this cache logging. I don't think I've used this since then. I could probably delete that now. I was just showing that Lambda was going to reuse my instance over and over. Current contents equals GitHub API dots API get API get repo file, which takes repo slew config access token, which is just token. I'm just gonna spell these all out. Ref equals broth. We can do try urlib.error.url error. Current contents equals empty string. Oh. I think it's dot contents. Current. Why do you prefer two keyboards than having a single one? I mean, I don't really have an opinion either way, Sniff Protein. The idea behind this keyboard is it's ergonomic, so it's propped up on this. Generally, your hands are more naturally at a shoulder's width apart, so, you know, on this keyboard, my hands are at a shoulder width apart. Interestingly, at work, I don't have another split keyboard at the moment. So I'm actually using a non-split keyboard at work, and I do actually now notice the difference going back and forth between the two. I notice that my hands are more, I don't know. It was easier for him to shoplift a split keyboard. You should hear his thoughts on minor fun. Anyway. Okay. Let's do PR contents refs. PR contents. If PR contents if PR contents is equal to, does not equal new config. And then we make a commit and force push. I think. Hey, what's up, Pyling? Hello. Miklas says, what are you working on? If you do Bang today, you can learn about what I'm working on. Hey, what's up, Memphis? Hello. Pre-commit's been keeping me sane? You and me both. You and me both, Pyling. James Wynn says, is it fine to use pytest-cov in talks, or is it better to use coverage commands? I personally don't think pytest-cov is all that necessary or useful, but teach their own. I mean, if you like pytest-cov, go for it. I don't think it's necessary. First chat says, what does you, me, both phrase mean? I'm not sure I understand. I haven't heard that phrase either. Dumb noob forever, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I swallowed a cashew like a dummy. Let's see. What does Maipa have to say? Maipa's okay with this. Oh, you and me both? Oh, yeah, like what I mean when I say that is like, you're saying something about yourself, and I also mean the same thing, right? I also feel the same thing. Like if somebody says, you know, Man, I'm feeling really depressed because of COVID, and a proper response would be, yeah, you and me both. Like, you and I both feel the same way, essentially. But yeah. Both of us, just the two of us, we can make it if we try. Yeah. Yeah, but I think this does what I want to do. So now to just try it on stuff, I guess. Data. What is data supposed to be here? Install ID, account name, repo ID, and repo. Do I have that information? I think we can use the periodic trigger. I don't have it cloned. Auto update periodic. What do you mean? Is it called auto updater periodic? It is. I see. What virtual do you have activated? Oh, I cloned in the wrong directory. That would be why. Set up our virtual environment. I think this will just enqueue stuff. Gear plan. Shit. Yeah, my local environment. I haven't sanitized the data in a while, and we've added a whole bunch of features. I think we can fix them. Hey, what's up? Hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, like none of these have plan. So we gotta set plan null on those. Actually, we'll punt sanitizing data to another day. Where does plan actually get used here? Oh, here. So we're just gonna do this for now. Oh, wait, it's just installs. We can just do that directly. Oh, there's repos. Local installs. Oops. Oh, can see it. It has like a weird read line that's different than everything else. Update data set value equals plan null. Hey, there we go. Oh, I could have just grabbed the data in there anyway. Damn. Okay, but we want to use demo 2. To run this. Actually, want to print a message here. PR contents up to date. And paste in the JSON. Oh man, you were so close, hand dry C, to get the bot to trigger. Is it Vim? Oh, is the bot dead? Oh wait, no, it's Is that Vim? There we go. All right, cool. PR content's up to date. And if I go to the pull request up here, so it didn't push, which is great. If we go to this pull request and make it out of date, for instance, and then, well, it's gonna run pre-commit.ci. I guess we'll let it run this first. Oh, it has to do a full build because that version isn't cached. Interesting. Didn't think about that. Added a 6 seconds there. Okay, but now if I run this, it should update that. So it should see a force push here. It should have changed 3 to 4. Okay, cool. So that's working. Let's delete this branch, make sure that works. Make sure we can generate new pull requests. Because that new endpoint call that I made should 404. So we should see a new pull request here. Cool. That looks good then. And that should cut some load on auto update day. And I was just making sure the test passed. I didn't really change anything that would be test relevant. Hey, what's up, Catherine? Hello, hello. Only push to auto update branch if contents change. Build. And deploy. And this one I'm just going to yeet straight to prod because we already did local testing of it, so we should be good. Prod. Waiting on our little deploy here. And push that up. And that'll check us off one more thing on our to-do list. Don't push if config is the same. Perfect. Cool. Oh, we did this rotate repo secret too. Great. Serena, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Anything else that I can do here that's going to be real quick? This one's real quick, but I'm not brave enough to play with the pre-commit.ci secrets on stream, so we're not going to do that one on stream. Because I need to copy and paste some stuff, move some stuff around, so that's not happening. This one might be quick, but I need to do some research, so maybe not. I think that's probably a good place to stop for this stream, to be honest. We got 2 big things done today. We got this rotate token button working so that these tokens can be rotated. So you click the button and it says the batch token has been updated, and it of course updated the token and got us a new URL here, which involved adding Csrf infrastructure and improving this setup there. But yeah, that's one of the things we did today. The other thing that we did today is improve the auto update so it doesn't force push when it doesn't need to. But yeah, I'd say that was pretty successful. Kevin says, hope you have a great rest of the day. Well, thank you for stopping by. And yeah, let me do my little spiel, and then we'll find someone to raid. But yeah, my name is Anthony. I upload my previous content to YouTube, and that is youtube.com/AnthonyWritesCode. Check out these videos. There's all sorts of good educational content there. Pro tips in Python, Git, Linux, DevOps, etc. Check those out. I currently, the only scheduled stream day that I have is Saturday at noon. However, I do stream at about 5 or 6 p.m. Pacific on several weekdays. I'm still trying to figure out my schedule because I just got a new job at Stripe as a staff software engineer. So I'm still figuring out how much free time I'm going to have. Yeah, thanks for stopping by as well, Exonity. But I announce my streams in 2 places. One of those is on Twitter, and one of those is on Discord. Steve-O Bandito, sorry, bud, we're heading off for today. But yeah, here's those links. Join the Discord. It's a good little group of people. There's a beginner's channel if you want to ask questions. Yeah, lame. Sorry, Steve-O Bandito. Good to see you though. But yeah, we're heading out for the day. But yeah, thank you all for stopping by. Let's go find someone to raid.